Hello, people of YouTube. This is Gray's Guitars. I am Steve Gray. Thank you for watching. Today we are talking about some more guitar pedals from Keeley. Three different pedals here: a super bass, a ultra void fuzz, and a soft reverb. All coming in at $99. So this is kind of going after that same market as the JHS Series 3 pedal, and I will explain why I like these significantly more than the JHS Series 3 pedals, because they did something that is very simple, yet effective. So the missing piece on your pedal board, puzzle. Keeley takes on the Walrus Fundamental in JHS Series 3 with new range of $99 Sweetwater exclusives. From David Gilmour's inspired fuzz to a classic Marshall-style amp tone and a pedal, the budget collection packs plenty of appeal. Keeley Electronics and Sweetwater have teamed up for a budget-friendly series of basic effects pedals, delivering a bread and butter trio of $99 overdrive, fuzz, and reverb pedals. Noticeably, this new release seemingly looks to be Keeley's answers to similarly placed and comparatively spec'd stomp boxes in the essential effects pedals market, including Walrus Fundamentals and the JHS 3 series. As such, no-nonsense tones, sleek design, simple controls underpin the new collaboration pedals, which are all made in the US. The overdrive and fuzz offer a trio of tweakable dials, while the reverb's two controls are augmented by a three-way mini selector for different voicings. Two-way switch can also be found on the OD for extra flavor. Standard sizes, humble price tags make them all viable pedal board options for a multitude of players. Moreover, the trio, comprising of a super bass overdrive and distortion, Sun's ultra void fuzz, and soft reverb, are all original designs that have been inspired by some of Keeley's previous creations. For example, back in 2022, Robert Keeley unveiled the Moon Op Amp Fuzz, a fuzz that references Keeley's David Gilmour-inspired Dark Side of the Moon. The new Sun's Ultra Void pedal can ascribe some of its DNA back to that pedal, delivering a biting, sandpaper smooth fuzz. Keeley promises tweaks and refinements to the formula of its lunar predecessor, hinging off a reactive clipping LED that launches every note onto the stratosphere with a lively, harmonic, rich, and dynamic feel. There are control levels for the level, filter, and fuzz, which is redesigned tone stack tightening, the low end for a sharp and more focused sound. Looks set to battle it out with the Behringer $65 Fuzz Bender, which is a pedal I would very much like to own, but currently cannot get. It's up for pre-order. These, on the plus side, these you can get right now. You don't have to wait for pre-order. This you can go ahead and grab immediately off Sweetwater, which promises fuzz sound of Eric Clapton, Jimmy Page, Pete Townshend, and the ultra-affordable format. For its overdrive pedal, Sweetwater Keeley team has tagged up to build an amp in a box based on the legendary tactical unspecified British tube amp. Yep, so a Plexi pedal, essentially. I actually just got the Golden Plexi 2 myself. I'm eventually going to do a video on that. Therefore, promises to provide Fox Plexi tones without breaking the bank. Spoiler, it's replicating a Marshall Super Bass 100-watt amp adored by Jimmy Page. There's plenty of dirt to be drawn from its level, tone, and drive knobs for players chasing the classic Marshall tones via Led Zeppelin, AC/DC, Jimi Hendrix, JFET driven circuit, working hard beneath all its black housing. Keeley is campaigning how its amps-like sensitivity responds to your pick attack, while a nifty toggle for open back and closed back amp emulations, that's pretty neat. Shouldn't be sniffed at, especially for a double-figure outlay. For its soft reverb, things are even simpler, with the emphasis on allowing players to effortlessly curate, fear out spacey soundscapes from the box with minimal knob fiddling. Altering the positions of its dwelling and the level controls offer surprisingly versatile results, but its secret weapon is the mini switch. Here, a soft focus, hence its name. Spring and plate reverb emulations are on tap, making it handy 3-in-1. Whether you're seeking an effortless, controllable studio effect or eyeing a missing piece of your pedal board, the soft reverb from Keeley is the verb for the job, writes Keeley. All three pedals can be priced exclusively from Sweetwater, so this apparently you can only get them from Sweetwater for $99 a piece. And initially I thought, oh, you can only get these all three together. You got to pony up the $297 for all three. But no, if you just go over here and search Keeley pedals, if I can find it, here's two of them. Here's two of the three. You can get them each individual one. It wouldn't make sense for them to package them. You know, you would think if you're buying all three in one shot, maybe take $20 off the price, maybe 10% off the price or something. But that is what it is. That's kind of a minor complaint. I don't know if I can find the other one. There it is, way down there. There's the soft reverb. What I like about these in terms compared to the JHS Series 3 is, well, they are all the same box style. The base of it is all black. They all have different texts. So that was one of my major complaints in terms of the JHS Series 3 pedals. Alongside, I think, the price too. You know, I kind of did a breakdown of what components actually cost. Yes, labor is more expensive in the USA. I understand that, especially now, being that he's still selling those pedals for $100 and hasn't upped the price. Probably not making as much on them as he did when he first brought them. And same with these things. These are also made in the USA, but if you notice, every single one of them has a different color. They all say different things in different fonts. So if you want to buy all three of these, you're definitely not going to get confused what is what on your pedal board. Never said the JHS Series 3 pedals sounded bad. I got no problem with the sound of them, the quality of the build, anything along those lines. All I'm saying is, same with these, you can definitely get something cheaper that sounds pretty darn near identical, if not identical, from something like Behringer. Yes, not made in the USA. So if you want to support made in the USA, JHS, Keeley, I think Walrus Audio is USA made. Don't quote me on that because I'm not 100% sure, not super familiar with that company. But any of these pedals, I can guarantee you they sound good. They will make a good addition to your pedal board if that's what you're going for. If you want to build a pedal board, a lot of people still buy pedals and collect pedals. It kind of surprises me that the whole pedal market hasn't really taken a dip, being that a lot of stuff is going to modular. So, you know, in the past it was, okay, you got your amp head, you got your half stack or your 2x12 or whatever, your big cabinet, your tube amp, or it could also be a solid state, either or, and then you got to have a separate case for your pedal board. But now, with modulars, it really wouldn't surprise me if pedal prices as a whole significantly come down, because and something more, you're going to be seeing more things like this. I think you're not going to be seeing super boutique fancy things as much. I'm sure there'll still be there if there's a market for it, but what's the point of buying a guitar pedal when you already have like a Helix or something and every effects you could ever want is pre-built into that thing? Or you can buy a plugin and emulate the pedal, and then you don't have to physically carry that with you. I mean, the downside is there's a lot of technology in those things, and you don't necessarily have a backup rig. A lot of people do prefer to have a backup rig. I know I did when I was out gigging a little bit. I always had, and actually, you know, in retrospect, I did not have an extra set of cabinet speakers. I guess in a worst case scenario, I could have plugged directly into a PA system if it ever came to that. I always brought an extra head with me. So typically I had my pedal board. I usually brought my Carvin MTS 3200. It was a tube head or a PV6505 Plus. Honestly, I could get the sounds I wanted out of either. So I mainly used the Carvin, being that I like the cleans out of it better than the PV. And then I brought, 2-3 guitars max, because standard tuning, I think I had one in drop D, and then one was kind of just a general backup, a string breaks or something along those lines. But I think we're going to be seeing a lot more $100 pedals and even cheaper pedals, in all honesty, being that everything is going to go to digital. More and more things are going to go to digital. In terms of space too, you're in a small apartment. Do I really need a half stack and a 2x12 cabinet? I thought the 2x12, it's my own fault, I thought the 2x12 cabinet was going to be significantly smaller than my half stack, and it really isn't. It's maybe 20% smaller than the half stack. I thought it was going to be half of it, being half the speakers, but no. Do I need that for where I am for bedroom playing? No. No, no, I do not. I have a small practice amp. I have a Line 6 Pod GX, and half the time I'm annoying people around me, unfortunately, the neighbors primarily. So I have been breaking out the acoustic guitar a lot more lately. I originally was going to get rid of it because I do prefer electric, but being that I'm not currently in a band, not actively gigging at this point in time, I just play stuff on the acoustic, or I'll grab an electric guitar and play it unplugged because I don't want to piss people off. But yeah, these are the pedals. Cool pedals. Okay price, not the best price in the world. Like them because they got different colors on them. Not going to mix them up. Uh, Feel free to pick one up. As I said, I make no money off of this whatsoever. Maybe a little bit in ad revenue. I don't have an affiliate link or anything like that at this point in time. I wish I did. Get me a couple percentage points, but I don't. So it is what it is. I think I'll be honest with you, I think I make like maybe $50 a month max from YouTube at this point in time. If you really want to know like an actual breakdown of what I'm making, I could probably do that video. I haven't collected anything yet because I don't think I set up an AdSense account. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below on the pedals. Let me know if you want to see that for a future video, or if you don't care. Doesn't matter. You don't have to make that video if you're not interested in it. Future videos, at some point, I'm going to do a video with that Yamaha ACR acoustic that I have, more of a full in-depth video. And then I have a new pedal that I got for Christmas, the Golden Plexi 2. I've done a video with the Golden Plexi, so I'm either going to do a comparison or maybe just the one by itself. And then I may end up selling the original Plexi if I think the Plexi 2 sounds significantly better. Or keep them both. Who knows? We'll see what I feel like doing. But until next time, subscribe, notification bell, like, share, comment, all that good stuff. And as always, have a good one.